In this lecture, we are going to discuss box model. All the elements are appear in the browser based on the box model only. Browser always follows the box model architecture while displaying each and every HTML element in the web page. Box model is the model which provides the guidelines and structure of elements while displaying them in a web page. First, before we focusing on this box model, first we can understood block level element and inline element. So first I want to focus. So this is our sample page, sample web page. Just you observe the b tag and I am b tag. So and again I want to take one more tag, I am I tag. So these two are, just observe, these two are inline elements because it occupies what content provides by the tag, that much space only it occupies. Is it right? So what much content, how much content it would be provide, the content, just observe here this content. When I am increasing this content, automatically the content width would be updated, the tag width would be updated, right? So this inline element b tag is inline. Why? Because it can be occupies, only how much content is we provide, that much space only it occupies. And what is mean by block level element? Suppose I am taking one h1 tag, then I am block level element, then you observe what happened. It can occupies entire line. When I am taking one more tag here, so here I want to use div tag. Hey, I am also block level element, then it can be jumps to next line, right? So but this b tag and I tag side by side is there. Why? Because these two tags are inline elements. It never occupies entire width of that browser, it occupies. So how we can confirm, Srikanth? Let me show any proof. So yes, do you have any proof in the sense style? And here I want to apply border for these all tags, right? h1 is there, div is there here, and b tag is there, and I tag is there. So these four tags commonly I am providing border. So 20 pixels, not 20 pixels, 3 pixels and solid. Then you observe. So each and every element, how much space is there? It occupies. B and I tags occupies only content. How much content is having in that element, that much space it occupies. But block level elements, this much space is wasted. Just observe, this much space is wasted. Here also wasted, but we can clear how we can adjust that space. We can do that further classes, right? So here you focus block level element and inline element. Then so what is a box model can be do? Here when you observe these four different tags, there is some space is there, one tag to another tag, common space is there, right? So you are not providing any space that can be. So here when you observe here, this much space, here space is there, just common space actually. Here the one tag to another tag, here space is there, here also some space is there, and this b tag to I tag some common space is there. This can be the margin space, and one margin border to border space is there, that can be done by this box model again. So I want to give one more clarity here, right? Just to observe here outline, then you will be get very clear. Outline 2 pixels, not only 2 pixels, 3 pixels, 3 pixels, dotted, green color, green. Then you observe space. When I am increasing this outline, not 13, 5 pixels. Then you observe this one, space automatically. When I am increasing that, overlap 15, then it will be overlap. But content to content, the tag to tag space is not increased, but over these borders we apply some outlines, right? So that space, what space is there, that can be done by given by this box model only, right? So first we want to focus this one, box model. So here, what is the content? This is the content, element content. So here the height and width of this content is given by the based on browser content, or based on the browser, the content height and width will be sets. So when I am increasing the size, automatically the content height and width will be changed. So based on the browser. But I want to fix this height and width. It is a possible. First, before that, I want to focus. So box model. So this is a tag. Actually, this one is a tag. Actually, this what space is there? This content height and width. It is actually tag. The top of the content. The top of the content, there is the padding is available. Content to border. Suppose this is your tag. So here, this is your HTML page. Suppose this is your HTML page. Here one tag you are having, one tag. So this is a block level element. Suppose I am black level. Suppose this content to this is a border. Suppose this is a border. The content to this border space is nothing but a padding. Actually, this is a padding. This padding is a defaultly 0. The padding of this tag is defaultly 0, and the border is a defaultly 0, and margin is a default size. So means by default most of the elements padding and border size is always 0. So that's what we can never be get the padding value defaultly 0 and border value is default 0. So what? So we cannot observe the border like having the padding size, the space is there. So we cannot observe. Why? Because the padding is 0, right? So here padding, if we have a good grip on box model effectively, surely we can represent the content effectively. So this box model is the most important for real time. So first we want to focus on margin. So what is a margin? Margin is a part of the box model, and the one tag to another tag. There are some tags are available in your web page. Plenty tags are available. This is a one tag. Suppose there is a one more tag is there. The tag to tag space is there. That is a margin. So it may be space between two hyperlinks, the paragraphs, or any two tags and any two lists. The space. Margin is a space between the border of the content element and the next element. So how we can represent this margin? So there are 4 values are there. Every content, every tag having 4 values of this margin. So margin left, margin top, and margin bottom, and margin right. So how we can represent this margin? So we can represent this margin in 4 ways. So margin can be given in 4 ways. So 4 ways in the sense how we can represent. So margin value, suppose I am giving margin equal 4 pixels. What is mean by this one? It can be allocated. This one 4 can be suitable for this margin left, margin top, and margin bottom, and margin right. Not only that, we can represent this one with the help of 1 value, and with the help of 2 values, and with the help of 3 values, and with the help of 4 values we can represent. So if in case we are giving margin value 1 value, it can be suitable for 4 values. Suppose you are giving 2 values. So margin 2 pixels and 3 pixels. What it means? So this first value is for top and bottom. and second value is indicating left and right, this way. And one more way, so margin, so here I can represent 2 pixels, 3 pixels and 4 pixel. What can it can be do? So the first value is a margin tab, the last value is a margin bottom, and this one is margin left and right. So this way. And same way, one more way also we can represent the margin values. So we can represent 4 values, 2 pixel, 3 pixel and 4 pixel and 5 pixel, suppose. So what is mean by this one? First one, top, right, and this one is bottom, and this one is left. So in this way we can represent how many ways? Single value in the sense 4 sides, single value 4 sides, 2 values top and bottom, and if in case 3 values, first and top and last one is bottom, and middle one is left and right. And if in case we are giving a 4 values, top, right, bottom, left, this way we can represent top. So this is a margin. The what is a padding? The space between the content and the border is called as padding. So this is a border and this is a content. With the help of these two, space, that is nothing but padding. So we can represent this padding also in the same margin way. So if in case in the place of margin we are giving padding, one value is for padding top, bottom and left, right. If in case we are giving two paddings, then automatically top and bottom. If in case we are giving 3 values, the padding top and padding bottom and padding left and right. The same way we can represent. So how we can represent the border? So we can represent the border. Border is nothing but over the content, and we can provide some specific line, some different styles we can provide this element border. So how we can represent? So this is a border property. So border property, it having 3 values. The first one is a border width, the second one is border style, third one is border color. So with the help of these 3 values we can represent. So border, when we are giving this border property, single property, automatically it applies for 4 sides. Suppose I am giving border 4 pixels and solid, and we are giving red color. So automatically this 4 pixel is for border top, right, left and bottom. If in case I want to specify this border in a 4 different ways, how we can represent? In the same way, border left, top, bottom, right. So in this way also we can represent. Suppose when we are using this border single value, single property name, automatically it can be adjusted for 4 sides. But if you want to specify this border for only specific sides, it is also possible. So now we can check that one. So how we can do this, all the things, right? So first I want to go with, so already we having some tags, right? So already now I want to focus margin. First I want to focus margin. So 10 pixels, just you observe any change is there, change you observe, right? Before that, border 3 pixels and dashed green. Then you observe this is not green, I want to focus like a pink, then you will understood pink color. So first I want to provide margin 50 pixel, then automatically this one space, you observe the space, this space is there here, the space can automatically generated by this margin. So I want to provide here padding, then you observe padding again 25 pixels. Again you observe 25 pixel. Now you observe the content space. This content to this border, some space you are observing, right? So here this border to border, that is called margin, and this content to this border we call it as, that is a padding. So now I want to focus outline. I want to focus outline also. Outline 3 pixels and double yellow. Then you observe. So that is outline exactly over the border. When you comment on this border, then automatically you will be get, right? So this is not yellow. I want to focus right a red. Then you will be get very clear. Red. So automatically you observe, right? When we are removing border, this space is a border, and this is a content. Over the content there is a border is there. Over the border there is outlines also we can place, right? So when we are changing this two values, suppose I want to change this margin, I want to give like different spaces, right? Twenty pixel, 30 pixel, 50 pixel, 80 pixel. Completely different. We are giving completely different space. So 20 and 30 and top bottom. First one top, right? I want to give like 60. This is a space, right? Suppose the padding is also, if you want to provide 125, completely disturbs, right? 25, 65, 65 pixels, 85, 95 pixels. Then you observe completely not good one. When you are having a clear idea on this values, then automatically you can design your web page very clearly, right? So in this way we can design, we can use this box model. And one more value is also there. This so there is a border radius is a one concept is there, border radius. So what is a border radius? Just to observe here, I am taking here we are using the border, right? But I don't want this border regular way. There is a rectangular format, but I want to change that one. How I can change? So there is one property, border radius property is available. Border radius, suppose I want to use this here 15 pixels, then just you observe it would be different. Based on this size, it would be completely different, right? 35 pixels, then it will be changed. 50 pixels, it is circle mode. So in this way we can update we can design our borders in different ways. So not only that, outlines also we can be designed. Outlines, just to observe outline 20 pixels, not 20 pixels, 5 pixels, dotted, not dotted, solid green. Then you observe it will be also border radius is affects outline is also, right? So not for border radius is not for only border, the outline will also will be changed. The next one we want to focus, and when you observe, I don't want to use this float. So there is no space between this border and outlines, but I want to give some space to this border outline to border. So how we can give that? Outline offset. So here I want to give 3 pixels, then automatically the space would be generated. So 3 is not 6 pixels, then space is clearly observed, right? Suppose 10 pixels, you will get clear picture, right? So that can be done. So if you want to float property, what is the use of this float property? If you want to change the block level element to inline element, the block level elements are the elements which the default occupies 100% of the screen width, right? This would be occupies 100% of the screen width. But if you want to change to inline tags, suppose we have 3 block level elements sequentially, we need to apply width and height to 3 block level elements. Here we need to arrange these 3 block level elements is display like side by side. So how we can be do that, right? So these are block level elements side by side, I want to do that, right? So here I want to do h1 tag float left. Then what happens? Automatically left one, and div tag also I can use. Div tag and float right. So automatically is a completely it is would be different one. Left it the space is leaves actually this, when you observe the block level element is convert to inline element, but this one, this div tag is not moved to here actually, right? The space is wasted. So how we can overcome that? With the help of clear property. So what it does, the clear property, in case we are using the float left and float right value in order to display the elements side by side, we can use the clear left and clear right property in order to push them elements to next line. So here just observe what happens. So here it would be occupies side by side actually. Inline block level elements are occupied side by side. But I want to here this side by side elements, but I don't want to use the side by side. Even though this block level elements can never give occupies this empty space. I want to move this tag, this div tag to next line only. Even the previous one is a block level inline element. Already it's actually block level element. Here we are converting inline element. Even also it would be change. So I want to jump to this I tag to next line, right? So it's actually I tag to next line. Just very simple. Clear property is there. Clear left. Automatically the element will be moved to next line. Even block level element to converting inline element. So it is a quite different one. So you only focus, right? Every time we need to check, right? So multiple elements are there. So how we can be push that inline element and outline element. Suppose these are B tag is there now. B tag is there. I want to update to this B tag. I want to change float. So how I can give left. Then what happens? Automatically it jumps to next line, right? So it occupies special one. Suppose I want to change to I tag, then automatically both are different, right? B tag, float left. Otherwise I want to take this one right, then it's completely different, right? The content is moved to one area to another area. So this everything can be done by this box model only. This is based on the box model only. It would be updates. Just you observe the content, the padding and the border and margin, not only margin, and outline, border radius, and clear and float. These all are most important for real time. Thank you so much. Have a nice day. Bye bye.